Welcome to Fabulously Flawed, where the perfectly imperfect come to shine. Marni, along with her sensational sidekick Taylor, are the mother-daughter duo that puts the fun in dysfunction. Every episode, we unpack the chaos of mental health while sprinkling in the sass of pop culture. We're here to share stories, laughs, and lessons that remind you to embrace your quirks and to never, ever let anyone dull your sparkle. So join us as we celebrate the beauty of being fabulously flawed. Let's get real, let's get raw, and let's get ready to add a little extra shimmer to your day.
Hey, fabulous friends, fabulous listeners, fabulous everybody. This is your host, Marni, and thank you for joining us on Fabulously Flawed. As always, I am joined by my delicious, darling, dazzling, delightful, dainty daughter, Taylor.
Hi, guys. Always a pleasure to be here with you.
Oh my gosh, you know what? It has been such a fun, I don't even know if fun's a right word. What a whirlwind this has been.
Yeah, it's such a journey, such an exhilarating, pleasurable
This is
journey.
We have other episodes we do separately with interviews in my Newsweek, but I love saying that, my Newsweek.
I know, so cool and official.
But this is officially our 40th episode together.
Is this fully 40?
Of us talking,
excluding the interviews?
The interviews add another 10 probably,
Oh my
like
God.
with Newsweeks and the ones I've done by myself,
Right,
but
but-
our library of you and I.
Oh my God, happy 40, flirty, 40 and thriving.
Oh, we're 40 and, oh gosh, my rhyming's not working, but we'll pretend 30, flirty, and thriving plus 10.
Yes, exactly. Oh my gosh, so exciting. And you know what? I do have to say, though, while we're still at the beginning of the episode, you know how I said, a couple episodes ago that people would catch on to our intro and
Right.
recognize the delicious dainty. So when I was interviewing Noah, last week, and I didn't introduce him with delicious and dainty because why would I? He's like, wait, I'm a little annoyed that you didn't, lead with that. And it was just, oh my
It was
God.
so cute how he knew.
How someone remembered our intro. So I said somebody would, and he did. And I didn't ask him to say that, truly.
First of all, Noah, I love you. And
we absolutely adore you.
I adore you, and I cannot wait for you to come back where Taylor and I can do fun games with you, kind of like a Bravo Clubhouse kind of interview.
Yes.
And Noah Sheaver, you are our first guest because you are what was he, King of Color? Captain Sheaver. Oh my gosh.
Captain of the Color War
I
team.
love you. Have no idea how much I'm giving you a big virtual hug right now.
Yeah,
Ooh.
we love you. We love you. We love you. And having you on the show last week was the best time ever.
So I love how fabulous you are. And today's episode is Red, White, and Fabulous.
Fabulous.
Fabulous, thank you, my corrector.
That's okay. Yeah, in honor of 4th of July.
So guys, we are halfway through the year. Halfway through.
Today's actually my half birthday. Yep.
You're going to be 25.
Oh,
Wait,
please don't make me vomit.
I want you to look at, I sent you a memory on Facebook today when you were 10 years old and you said, I just learned how to post videos on Facebook.
I saw it, and it's crazy that little girl is now, exactly 6 months away from turning 25. Oh
my favorite was 10-year-old Taylor. I know. It was just, you were... there's no perfect, but you were the most delicious, entertaining, engaging, sweetest, animated little girl. And it was pubescent and know anything, and you were just Taylor and Miss Jardine's class.
I know, and then I hit puberty, and then you hated me. Well, obviously not really hated me, but, things took a little bit of a turn.
All teenagers turn into aliens. What happens is you're now older and I'm dressing you in justice your whole life. And you're like, I'm using this as an example, but this didn't really happen.
Right.
And then all of a sudden you're like, wait, I want Aeropostale or whatever it's called.
Aeropostale.
Thank you.
Aeropostale, whatever.
What was the other store too?
Hollister?
Oh, the one that gave me the nightmare when you walk in?
Yes.
Okay. I went.
Face when you just heard Hollister.
Because it's a trick. It's a
PTSD.
Oh my God. Because I went from Justice to to Hollister, where I went from rainbows and lollipops to doom, doom, dark music. Can't see anything. It's tiny little jeans. It's like made for like little Barbie people.
I love how you describe Hollister as that when it's not. I mean, it's dark in there and everything's so tiny, but it's like beachy vibes. I wouldn't say it's like doom, doom.
No, it was heavy, loud music. Again, I was dressing my little girl. Now it's time. Mom, I'm going to middle school. We have to go to Hollister. Remember the Hollister years?
Yes. It was also, I would say, mainly Hollister in middle school. Yes, that was the big one. Everyone was in Hollister skinny jeans, the Hollister little flower skirt.
Wait, and I remember I used to pack you your turkey sandwich with baked lays and a water and grapes.
Oh, that's random, but yeah.
Because you were talking about your, that was your middle school outfit, so it made me think of middle school.
Yes, yes, exactly. I definitely transitioned from justice to something else.
Turned in. So it's very hard for parents when their kids start having that voice. I mean, forget teenagers, but now I'm like a little annoyed. Like, what the heck? I always dress you.
Yeah, you lost control of me.
And on someone who did not know at the time how to regulate her emotions, I took it like personally, like death.
Yes, no, guys. My mom is describing it quite well. Yes.
Oh, this is no exaggeration.
Because her emotions were so beyond regulated that things just didn't go normally for us ever.
A level 3 got a level 10 reaction. Yes. So as elated as I was at performances that you did when you danced or school plays, the cheering, I was always the loudest.
Right.
But at home in private, I also cried the loudest and the hardest. So my emotions are either bam, bam. There's no middle.
And there's just this daily reminder to be kind to everyone because you never know what anyone is going through. And while they may put on this public persona for you, who they are behind closed doors could be someone entirely different who is suffering. So always be kind. Just wanted to throw that in there.
Having a fabulous personality does not
equate
to having a broken soul. So there's two different things. Like if you're broken on the inside, you could still have a wonderful personality and make people laugh.
Of course. Oh, hello.
So that's what I'm saying.
A true testament to that.
Exactly. So I'm just going back. I'm just adding on to what you're saying.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
That you don't know what people are going through just because you see the person, making the jokes at the coffee shop everybody loves. You have no idea that what dark could be going on in their lives or had gone in their lives, or the person you think is always rude. You think, gosh, that guy's an asshole or she's such a bitch. But you know what? The bitch girl you think just got an eviction notice and has nowhere to live with her daughter. And the guy that you think is an asshole just found out he's terminally ill. So you don't know what people are going through. And it makes me so mad that you just smile. That's it. Or if you don't even have to smile, you don't have to say anything. Like even I say this every week about my Facebook groups and how they're so mean about Teresa, for example. Someone will take a picture of her and say, look at this woman, how gross she is. And then all they do is just list all the gross things. And it's like,
first of all,
how pitiful. But I'm saying people are just so mean. I don't get it,
And that's why, we're doing the most we can by, bringing our kindness into the world and spotlighting it and reminding people to be kind. That's all we can do.
Our title of our Everything Fabulously Flawed is because we are flawed, but we're still fabulous. And for the past 4 years, and I had no idea that I was going through perimenopause. I didn't know I was going through menopause, which now, forgetting any mental health condition I have, puts women over the deep end, okay?
Of course, your hormones are
so now I have menopause,
going crazy,
trauma. Then all of a sudden now, the past 2 years, I'm going to say 2022 to present day, I was heavier than I normally would be. I think it kicked in when COVID.
Maybe,
when?
But I...
No, because there's a reason I'm talking about this.
Maybe 2022.
Okay, so when I started to be heavy, I found myself...
Wait, and I'm sorry, but I just can't get
heavy
behind you
for me.
Calling you heavy. I can't because you just weren't.
Okay, let's say for the past 30... Wait, when did I... for the past 30-something years, I have been the same size. Okay. How about that?
And let's say you were about 10 pounds heavier than your normal size,
15.
But nowhere near...
What heavy is for me and my distorted body dysmorphia mind, it was heavy, but 15 pounds it was like the college 15.
Freshman 15.
Okay, I get them all wrong, but my heart's in the right place.
Your heart's in the right place. That's why I'm here. I'm here, freshman 15.
Freshman 15. So I looked at myself.
50 years old.
Right. Exactly. But here's the thing. I always looked at myself looking one way and I felt fabulous the way I look now. My clothes don't fit. I am not recognizing myself. So now I'm feeling depressed. I didn't get my nails done as consistently as I would. And now I am feeling gross, which is why I didn't do any speaking engagements. I didn't recognize myself. I was
right,
healing.
You held yourself back.
I held myself back, which the universe did. The universe added pounds. Say, Marni, I know this is the only way to stop you because the person who needs to hear your message isn't ready yet. So let's put on some pounds and it'll delay whatever.
That's kind of like with me in college.
Oh, I say, thank God you were chubby. Thank God.
Yeah, I was. Listen, not that, certain body type equates to beautiful, but I didn't feel beautiful. I didn't feel confident, so I didn't put myself out there.
Correct.
Because I'm sure there are plenty of guys who would have found me attractive.
Of course.
Because like I said, skinny does not equate to beautiful.
No.
But me, I didn't feel good, and I did not put myself out there in college really at all. So kind of just, it was the universe maybe protecting me from being a little boy, wild and crazy, and not focusing on what truly matters in college.
You don't know, sweetheart. Your personality, the first guy.
Yes, I know,
you
Mom.
would have been like,
I know.
there's a crazy girl in Gainesville right now. She keeps banging on these guys' doors. No, I'm joking. No. She would not.
People,
No.
That is not who I am. Not that
I was
kind
joking.
of crazy.
Completely.
More so, I think
it would have been a mental obsessive destruction.
Right. I never actually act out.
Oh God, no. I was just being silly, but it would have destroyed you, and you would have thought, "Oh my God, he likes me." Said I was pretty, and so I believe with every cell in my body, the universe said, here's an extra 50 pounds, Tay. Put it on. Because I know
55, yeah.
Either way, I am so grateful because you were not you're just getting ready now to start putting yourself out there. But back then, I gavolt. Thank you, universe. Thank you. So
yes,
you
often say how the universe, giving me that extra weight kind of protected my heart and my soul a little bit, and my academic studies.
That's because every cat knows her kittens.
I
And
know.
you would have been you graduated cum laude with a P in PR at the University of Florida. Okay.
Yes, I did.
So had your mind been worried about why he didn't call me and oh my God,
I know.
I did the walk of shame or he didn't call me back, you would never have graduated with honors.
No
so thank you,
no
universe.
way. And I know myself so well, and I just know
Meow,
my mom.
meow.
Yes. My mom is very, very correct.
Yeah.
So I had no guy distractions in college and ended up graduating with honors. So there is a silver lining with
of course. But see, what we're trying to tell you guys is that what seems so right now and you just can't take it, I promise it's not forever.
Most certainly not.
It's just, okay, you don't like this part of it, but let's just take what we do love now and keep going instead of staying stagnant. And like I did, I just sat in this numb state. I'm still healing every day, and I was still working on my business and everything else, and Brianna and building up our Etsy store. But to be in front of the camera, I wouldn't do it. I turned down so many speaking engagements.
You did. And you know what? You were doing an injustice to the world.
I was.
Why
They
not?
need to see my sparkle.
But it's okay. In order to, give that happiness and exude that happiness,
you
had to feel it yourself. Exactly. You knew exactly what I was going to say.
So last week when I did a speaking engagement for mothers and daughters, it was like, wow, I felt myself again. And I've done like maybe 5 speaking engagements within the past 3 weeks. And it's been amazing.
Oh my God, incredible. Even just doing one is
That's true.
A huge success in itself. But you with these, you're breaking out of your shell. And I want to say we almost both kind of lost our spark and our fabulousness and, theme with today's episode. Around the same time, I was not comfortable in my own skin.
True.
You were not comfortable in your own skin. And we
Yep.
were used to our whole lives feeling comfortable in our own skin, and we both kind of had that stripped away from us.
Oh my gosh, Tay, yes.
So I think that there was like kind of like this dark cloud over us. We
Yes.
just weren't, and
We
this
weren't
past
ourselves.
year, like I would say I started, changing myself almost halfway through 2023, and it's been, over a year now of me feeling good about myself again. You just recently, it's
my
kind of like
gosh.
this dark cloud was, shoved away, and now this rainbow sunny sunshine
do you
cloud.
Understand? Lisbeth
Clouds.
Lisbeth from Merino Spa.
Merino Health and Wellness.
Thank you, Merino Health and Wellness, Lisbeth. Her number, actually, we should put it on our website so people could contact her. It's like, we'll link it, because if it wasn't, being on the small dose of Mounjaro took away that freshman 15.
Yes.
And the 50 freshman 15.
Yeah.
And to feel like this new person. And some people want to age this way. There's no right or wrong way for anyone to age.
Of course, someone who's, on the topic of there's no right or right.
Right.
Whatever. You guys know what I'm saying. It's Paget Brewster, who is, or is it Paget?
Yep.
Paget.
Yep.
Paget. I don't know. Whatever.
Paget.
From
CSI.
Yeah, no. From Criminal Minds. Emily Prentice.
And she played a funny ass lawyer on the show Mom, too.
Oh, did she?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well,
and 2.5 Men. So she's been around forever.
She has fully grown out. She has a whole head of gray hair, and she loves it.
So does Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yes. Well, okay. Paget is, a bit younger than Jamie Lee.
Gotcha.
She's more in her 50s. I think, Jamie's on the older side. But no, she embraces her whole head of gray hair. They don't dye it in the show. She is like, this is my true authentic self. Why hide
Penelope
it?
still on the show?
Of course.
It's just,
there's no Hotch, there's no Reed, and there's no there's no Shamar Moore.
Okay, well, duh. Well, no wonder I'm not watching.
I know, but it's still a good part of
it's amazing.
The main cast.
Wheels up in 10.
Yeah. No, I just want to say, this is totally off topic, but the new Criminal Minds Evolution, they're on the second season of the reboot now. It's fabulous. It's really, really, really good. I highly recommend.
And then I'm going to
Plus.
go on the flip side, where I want to be. My goal is to be like Dolly Parton.
And you can.
I want to be Dolly Parton.
And
that is my goal.
Beautiful is not just one thing.
Nope.
It is a whole spectrum of things, either a whole head of gray hair or a whole head of blonde hair.
It doesn't matter for me if I'm looking in the mirror and I see a couple grays. I'm like, oh gosh. And then when I delay it, and then there gets more, and then I don't have my nails on, or they're broken, and I'm heavier than I normally would be. Oh my gosh, which I guess was a good thing. I didn't spend the past few years looking in the mirror, because I was truly able to heal my soul and my insides.
And that's what matters most,
my insides, and understanding every single alphabetical, combination of disorders I have, how to handle it, how to communicate. The relationship with Dad and I, how 2.5 years ago, we just said clean slate.
Yeah.
We are going to communicate, we are going to talk, and we are going to start all over again.
And I want to give you guys props to you, because that whatever conversation you had with Dad 2.5 years ago, it has changed everything in your relationship in the most positive way ever. Like, I am so grateful for my mental health.
Because what you lived through was
obviously
tsunami, hurricane, tornado, all of it in one.
Every natural disaster you can think of is what would go on inside my head a lot when
you would watch me and Dad go through stuff.
Spiral, exactly. And while I am so happy for both my parents to be healthy, and their mental health is in a much better place than it was previously, selfishly for myself, I'm really happy that you and Dad have worked out your plethora of issues that existed, because now I am a much happier person.
Well, of course, the living environment was just,
right.
Oh my gosh, it was just too much darkness, and you could feel the tension. You could slice. Yes. It was like,
you could slice
it was freezing
with a knife.
Yes. It was free. We were like Eskimo.
It was rough.
We were like in Antarctica. It was so cold in this house. But
yes.
Here's what happened. We decided, or understood, you can't change anyone. You can't expect me to be what you think I should be doing. If, understand, and now I get it. You're crazy, but the crazy that we're left with on this platter, I understand why. I'm not shaming you anymore. I'm now embracing this is who you are. And that was the key to our relationship.
Absolutely.
The stopping the shaming, and understanding, again, because of all the years I've been talking the past 5 years about mental health, to understand the thought that my family, it's crazy to see me sitting on a floor and to call me, I'm saying it's unimaginable that at one point we're calling the police, get off the floor, you fucking animal, what's wrong with you? I can't believe that's how we spoke, and most people that don't have the awareness we do speak about mental health like that. And I want to hug everybody that has been shamed or blamed. So the best thing that came out of our relationship in addition was the knowledge of.
Right, of course. I mean, first of all, and this is kind of it, this applies to everything in life, but awareness is the first step in if you want to heal anything or anyone or anything. It's you got to be aware of and you're healing.
You have to feel it to heal it.
Yes, you got to feel it. Oh, absolutely. Don't suppress your feelings,
and then
guys.
Also take accountability. It's okay to say, I own it. If I was bitchy, yes, I was on sensory overload. You wouldn't shut up. He wouldn't shut up. The TV's loud. The door is knocking. The dog is barking. Fuck, I was exploding. And somebody comes up to me and asks me a question. If I snapped, we didn't know. If it were today, I would be sensory overload. I'm out.
Right.
That's it.
And we say this all the time, guys. Over-communicate.
I love when my family's like, we know you're overloaded with sensory. Yeah. We get it.
But you know what? We
laugh at everything.
Exactly. Every family has its quirks.
We all have the mishigas. We all have our stuff, but it's how we handle our stuff.
Right. And I'd say that we're on a pretty good path. We're doing pretty well with navigating, you know.
Look, it's not like it's not like you stay happy whistling Dixie 24/7, but
I wish.
But here's the thing that I have changed where oh gosh, with dad. Oh, sorry, I was about to say daddy.
You can say it. No, listen, I'm not going to be too picky here. If this is what naturally comes out of your mouth, you can call him daddy.
Before I understood the 4 boxes, how a man is usually in one of the 4 boxes and they don't overlap. So I never knew that a man or boy or men are in a food box, a business box, a sports box, and a romance box.
Yeah. Or let's say women.
Box. Okay. Oh, no, because men could be with other men.
Oh, okay, true. I thought this is, well, of course, duh, but I thought this is more of like the typical straight man.
Okay, the straight man woman kind of thing, I guess.
Right.
So I never realized.
Because we're more experts on that. I don't know too much about.
No, but I never want to, everybody's equal. So somebody might be listening and I just.
Well, of course, yeah, love is love. We did, oh, please, we know that. But I just am saying this is
because girls don't get it versus guys. I got what you're saying.
This is more of like.
Mars and Venus.
Yes,
okay.
Exactly.
So here's the thing. So when you're in a food box and I just decided to say, this is really bothering me, or maybe I said it even without talking about my feelings, probably said, how come you never do this? Now he's in his food box. Okay. Now I'm bitching about something. One, that's not how you communicate. When they're in their food box, they only want to eat. That's it. Now, if somebody's watching a basketball game, not a good time to talk to my husband about my credit card bill. He's in his sports box. You're not going to get the answers you want. It's just, but I used to take everything personally. I didn't know he was in his box. I'm like, why are you not listening? Why are you ignoring? Why didn't you read my text? I was in the business box.
Yeah, no, it's called the box theory. And I think it's Tinks. She is this influencer kind of
we've talked about her.
We've talked about Tinks and her box theory. And that's essentially what it is. How a guy, well, actually, no. Actually, no. 2 different things. I'm mixing it up. Her box theory is that a guy, within the first, 1, 2, 3 max dates, knows where he's going to put you. We're talking about,
of course it is, because it's how you allow yourself to be treated. But don't let me, I'm going to lose my thought.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I don't want to confuse the listeners.
Stop. Okay, don't talk, because I'm going to lose my thought in 1 second. Wait. Okay. So what I used to do, because if I'm left to run with my own mind without daddy telling me or what's going on, I'm going to presume the worst case scenario. And then he's like, baby, I was just eating my spaghetti. Why are you upset? Well, because you didn't answer my text. What's wrong? Why wouldn't you answer my text? Well, I was hungry. So I now the presumptuous mind was always negative.
Yes.
Which leads me to somebody gave me such very good advice when they said, because I don't know how to accept a compliment. And he said, that's not giving yourself self-love. You're not allowing yourself self-love to be complimented and loved. And learning to accept the loving compliments from daddy was something I never used to do. And that was a huge part of my healing.
Yes.
Was knowing I am worthy. I don't push away love anymore. I push everybody away because I have been hurt too many times in life that I will be your acquaintance. But as far as my circle goes, I don't let anybody in it, which is not healthy.
It's a defense mechanism. Of course it is. Yeah, yes.
Mm-hmm.
And you're protecting yourself because of the fear of getting hurt again. Oh, we know this.
I know.
We know this, but you're working on it. That's all you can do and you're aware of it and you're doing what you can to prevent it from,
what's also
infiltrating
amazing
your life even
about
more.
This too, going back to our 40th episode, what it's done for you and I, because when we first started, we did not communicate properly with certain episodes. We laugh now looking back, the listeners don't know certain moments, but we learned, this is how we're going to communicate.
Yeah.
And it has been so therapeutical to learn about each other.
Oh,
not that I can learn any more about you, but it's brought us together in a healthy way that we didn't have for a long time. You watched your mother literally crumble. Like if you took a big glass ball and dropped it, I was a million pieces scattered. You watched it.
I have seen things that nobody should see that their parent go through. And that is why we're here. Our mission is to prevent this from happening to anyone else. I hope that nobody has to rush, to their mother in another city.
And save them from saying, I don't want to be here.
Their suicidal ideations.
The goal is to never get to that place.
Yeah.
And that's why I pray that this whole world and everybody takes care of their mental health. Tweak it. I get so angry when people say, oh, it's a personal failure. It's just my mind. You're fine.
Oh my God. I will punch anyone who says it's a personal failure.
Why do you don't think suppression of emotions affects your immune system? Everything's connected. When you're having a tough day at work, you're getting that migraine. Something's happening. It's a physical thing, but it's in your head. It was the thinking about something at work that the emotion caused the physical.
Oh, everything's connected. Oh my God. That's why it's imperative to take care of your mental health.
Wait, isn't there a song like your hand bone's connected to your something bone and your other?
Oh, probably.
Okay.
I'm sure there's a bunch of songs
probably
like
from
that.
the 70s.
Yeah, no, but
instead of learning about bones being connected, we should have learned a little, I am good enough. I really love myself. That's what the affirmation songs need to become, the new hand bone connected to.
And I think Miss Rachel, Miss Rachel.
Oh, no.
I think she does a lot of like self-love with kids, like, teaching kids to love themselves. She's like the
guru. She's the guru.
New Coco Melon, the new thing that.
She's great. And for little children now that are starting to learn affirmations, I see teachers, they have a mirror in their room at like kindergarten, first grade. I'm going to have my friend Vicky on. She's a first grade teacher and she's the cutest.
Oh my God, yes. What she's doing to teach her students to love themselves.
Because this teacher, first grade, would have a mirror and they had to come in and say something they love about themselves. So the girl would walk in saying, I am pretty. I love my shoes. And the boy would say,
God.
It's the best. That. You cannot start the day without an affirmation.
Yes.
So last week when I did a speaking engagement, I talked about affirmations, how one day I bought one little picture. I think it was, every day may not be good, but there's something good in every day.
Love that quote. Yeah.
Right? That was my break. 2017, found out I had ADHD, broke down. I was angry. It was just horrible. And then one affirmation, because I don't know how to just do modest things. I don't know how to buy a couple. Now my wall is covered in my bedroom.
Yeah.
You couldn't even hang another picture.
Right,
remember?
You did, yes.
I kept buying and hammering, and then remember when I would hammer wrong, they'd all fall, and it was just.
Oh God, yeah, it was the effort that counted.
But I learned to speak fluent affirmation. If nothing changes, nothing changes.
No,
right?
No, I love affirmations. Have become
a way of life. It's our language.
They've become so popular,
our love language,
and I feel like they'll just continue to grow.
Well, because people, it's so weird. That's where I was getting at when somebody told me not accepting a compliment. We're so easy to find our fault within, but nobody wants to ever talk about their good. We're the first one to look at a picture. Probably everyone and be like, oh, look how I look.
Oh, of course.
If you're satisfied with your picture, whoever you are, let me know, because these iPhones take pictures and add things to your face that weren't even like these little pixels. I don't know what they are, but
it's just the quality is getting better with each iPhone release.
No, there's no way what I look like in the mirror, I get ready and I'm like, ooh, you know what? I look great. Then I'll take a selfie to just see how I look. and I look washed out and disgusting.
Okay, yeah, no, I hate taking...
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, I hate the phone cameras. I only use like Snapchat cameras or Instagram camera. It's just better than the actual iPhone camera.
No, that's what I'm saying. The iPhone camera is made, I think they're in cahoots with the filter people, because there isn't, I don't know, one person, if you are the person out there, I would love to meet you, who has taken an iPhone photo and it has worked.
And truly loved it. The way you look. Oh, please teach us your ways.
I was like, I don't have bags under my eyes. Why are they doing it on purpose so we could go to the filter people? I bet they're in cahoots.
You know what? I don't even know anymore. What I do know is I always do look better in the mirror and on Snapchat camera than I do on the iPhone camera. That is a conclusion I can confidently come to.
Wow. And I'm going to not end it on this note, but I don't want to forget when I was talking about affirmations and feeling fabulous and feeling great about yourself. Our store, I started to say my, but no, it's our store.
Our store.
Our store.
Thanks
is
for the
just,
inclusion.
Of course. It's just Affirmation Nation. Stay blessed. I have hundreds of products with affirmations to make you or anyone feel good.
And just a reminder, I'm here to pop in and say it's Fabulously Flawed with 2ds.net will take you right to the Etsy store, or just simply go on Etsy and type in Fabulously Flawed with 2ds.
And you guys are going to, again, I don't know how to shop like a typical person. Like, let me just get a couple items. My cart is full. It's like in my own store. And I'm like, oh man, that's $970. I think I need to remove a few.
Maybe just a few.
But if you're setting up yourself for college, if you want wall art,
moving
canvas,
into a new place,
dorm,
anything,
our collection of kitchen, wall art, bathroom, everything will make you feel so fun and fabulous.
Yes.
Which was the theme of attire at your 13th not mitzvah. What's the attire? Fun and fabulous.
Did we say fun and fabulous? I remember we did. We had to be different.
I had to be. I was, you know what? Because at that time, the denim and diamonds were so over that.
Oh, yeah.
Casual dress. I don't know. It was just fun and fabulous.
Fun and fabulous. And that was,
It was perfect. That was one of the coolest afternoons ever. Really. I loved, and we were true to ourselves with that. It was, wow.
I know. The best time ever.
So I hope everybody has a fabulous 4th of July.
Yes.
Don't engage in any political conversations with anyone, because it's just going to
don't drink and drive, please. Don't drink and drive.
And take care of your fur babies. And if you're in a neighborhood, we get it. You have the fireworks, but it doesn't have to go until 2 a.m. Have fun, but you know when to cut it off.
Right, of course.
Wait, what does she say from Legally Blonde? It's the 4th. I feel like a
no, it's Jennifer Coolidge and Another Cinderella Story.
What does she say?
She says
she saw a hot dog.
And she's like, it makes me
feel like the 4th of July.
Oh my God, how am I forgetting the most famous quote? But whatever, yes. Jennifer Coolidge talking about hot dogs on the 4th of July.
That's how I hope everybody spends their holiday.
Like the 4th of July makes me want a hot dog real bad.
Yes.
Something like that. Yes,
okay.
Yes.
How did I not know that by heart?
Neither did I. I'm a little ashamed of myself.
So I hope everybody on this 4th of July never let anybody dull your sparkle. I was about to say, be like the sparkler, but don't let anybody dull your sparkle. Don't let anyone burst your bubble. Sending you guys so much love, so much peace. And until next time,
love you guys.
Thank you for tuning in to Fabulously Flawed. Remember, every Tuesday and Thursday, it's your time to join Marni and Taylor, the mother-daughter duo that's redefining family time with a twist, putting the fun in dysfunction, one episode at a time. Craving more? Visit us at fabulouslyflawed.com. And don't miss out on the feel-good vibes with our exclusive merch at fabulouslyflawed.net. That's with 2 Ds on Etsy. Keep your sparkles shining and spread that fabulous energy.